up, everybody? Welcome back to Diesel Creek. My name's Matt. These bad boys right here are some new rims for the old Galion grader, aka Christine. Now, it's been a while since we worked on the grader, and that is because it took me a while to make some time to go get these bad boys. You'll recall from the last episode of working on the grader that I got a little frustrated trying to break down the tires and ended up just going to plan C and throwing them in the fire because I was just out of options. Well, plan C didn't work out too good. I ended up ruining all the rims that I tried to get the tires off of. So, you know, you can't fix stupid, but you can replace stupid. So a very generous subscriber reached out and said, hey, I scrapped a Galion 503 and I've still got the rims sitting here. If you want them, they're yours. So I said, yeah, I'd be much obliged to that. Well, it's gonna be one of those days. I just turned the camera on, thought I was recording a cold start. I didn't press record. It's 5 a.m. Let's hit the road. Most of you know I'm located in western Pennsylvania, so I actually had to make a bit of a road trip. I drove up to Rockford, Illinois, grabbed these rims and tires, and turned and burned back here. Well guys, we finally got us some new rims for old Christine here, and even a new mold board. More importantly, check out this beautiful old Huff H50.
Okay, well, I just got these wheels and tires and a new mold board for old Christine loaded down here, and this fine young gentleman gave me these wheels and tires so we can get the old grader finished up. Really appreciate it, buddy. Give me 5. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
But the tires are not so good. I was mainly after the rims. I couldn't care less about these tires, so we got to get them broken down today. And I don't actually have a tire machine, but in a way, I kind of do. Tell you one thing, guys, everything out here is a struggle in the wintertime. Finally! Alright, so the last time I was messing with these rims, I was reading the comments, and there's a lot of misinformation or confusion or something going on, so I want to clear this all up. A lot of people refer to these as split rims. They are not technically a split rim, although even I refer to them as such sometimes. These are technically a 3-piece rim or a locking ring rim. So there was comments last time of people saying, well, of course you couldn't get the tire apart. You didn't take the locking ring out. Well, yeah, I know. That was what I was trying to do in the last video. You cannot remove this locking ring. You see, there's 3 distinct pieces here. There's the outer bead ring, and I don't know the technical names for these, but you have this outer ring, which is kind of the bead. You have the locking ring, and then this is the actual rim, which holds everything together. So to remove the locking ring, you need to break the bead away from this ring and shove it all down to get clearance to get the locking ring out, and then everything will slide up and off of the rim. But you can't just pull this thing out just as this thing sits. So what I'm going to do is, you got to first pull your valve core. You got to get the air pressure out of the tire, of course, and then I'm going to take the bucket of the excavator here and push down on the rim. Hopefully I can separate the beads with the bucket. Little bit of rust in there. This is light years further than I got with the last set, so it's looking good. It's still a lot of work. What I'm really trying to do right now is just bust all the scale off of those pieces so that they can kind of move freer of each other and blow all the rust out of it and hopefully get it apart. All right, look at that. We actually have the locking rim moving and coming up out of there. And the outer ring is loose and free. I think we'll be able to get this apart actually. It's almost there. Good Lord. That is a struggle. And just think, only 3 more to go. Actually, you know, I put a little dent in this one here with the tooth apparently. It's really hard to sit in the cab and tell how much pressure you're putting on the tire or the rim. I mean, I scraped it a few places, but that doesn't hurt nothing, but that dent does concern me. It's not terrible, but we'll see. Look how tattered up that bead is. Man, that is unreal. There we go. Finally. That was quite a chore, but I'm glad it's over. I did do one extra because I was concerned that very first one. I dented it a little bit and it might have been tweaked a little. It's hard to tell. So these ones here I did a lot better job on. So also the locking rings and the outer beads here, a couple of them were in pretty darn rough shape. So a couple of them were in pretty darn rough shape from rot. So one extra rim I took apart, and I'm gonna pick the best pieces and chuck the couple that are extremely rotted. Yeah. Well, let's take these bad boys home and start needle scaling them.
Man, am I glad that's over with. Whew. All right, well, I didn't go crazy heavy on this because thinner sheet metal like this, if you sandblast too hard, it'll actually warp it all up and distort it. So I kind of went easy. I dialed back the pressure a little bit, and that's why you can still kind of see where the rust spots were or whatever, but that won't matter. I'm gonna take it up to my buddy that does the body work and let him spray everything here. All right, well, there's what the rim's cleaned up like after some sandblasting. You can see some of these things are not the best. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a flap wheel to those things and kind of round them over. But yeah, that's what we got. They should work just fine. A lot of people always tell me that I should use a sandblaster every time I use a needle scaler, but right there is the reason why a needle scaler can be superior. A needle scaler would have taken all that off of there, but for our application, doesn't matter. Well, we got our wheels back from the paint guy, and they're looking pretty good. But let's go ahead and get these things assembled. I'm gonna do it here on the trailer deck because I don't have any other hard surfaces out here, so this will at least keep everything out of the dirt while I assemble the wheels. All right, well, I got all the tires over here that we need to put on the rims now, and it looks bright and sunny and beautiful right now, but I actually just realized that just over that hill right there is a big nasty thunderstorm coming in, so no pressure. Hurry up and get this done before the rain hits us. Alrighty, well, we managed to beat the rain and get the tires all mounted. These are the four I just mounted right here. These are the first two that I got way back when, and I showed those in a video at that time. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the same tread pattern, but I do think these are much better tires. My tire guy is pretty good. He can track down anything, and when I told him what size tires I needed and what they needed to be like, he took a couple days to get back to me, and then he called me and said, hey, if you want these, they're the last 4 in the country. Tell me yes right now, and I did. So yeah, we got them, and I'm happy with them. They look like they're gonna be good tires. So we're gonna put the 4 matching ones on the back and the 2 different ones on the front. And after 20,000 comments on the last tire video, we're gonna put the tread pattern facing backwards on the front because I got attacked. Well, I thought that was going to work. We're going to have to put the front tires on first. The way I have the blade cribbed up here, you know, you lift anything from the rear end and it pivots on the blade and wants to roll over, so that ain't no good. Let's get the front end picked up and tires put on. Heck yeah, it's looking good now. And just like that, Christine is back on some skins. Starting to look like a machine again. Well, it seems like the rain finally caught up with us. Yep, see that coming. I knew that was going to happen. When you know something bad's going to happen and you don't do something about it, you're an idiot. I just paid my stupid tax for the day.
One of my clamps just broke. Not exactly a NASCAR pit crew, but we got it done, and I tell you what, they look really good.
Man, oh man, oh man. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Aha. This thing is looking good. Oh, Christine's gonna come around here. All right, now, don't expect it to be tomorrow or anything, but with the tires crossed off the list, that means Christine is ready to actually go back together. Like 100%. I'm 99% sure I have all the parts. I just need to get some hoses made. I'm gonna do the assembly in one entire episode, and then I'm gonna have to make all new hydraulic lines, because remember the steel hydraulic lines that ran all over the stick up here, all those were corroded to the point where they were rusted through and just spewing hydraulic oil everywhere. So I bought this stuff, and I'm gonna try, repeat, try to go ahead and bend up my own steel hydraulic lines. So that'll be a learning curve, but I think we're gonna try it. I would love to have this thing done. I would love to work on it. The weather's starting to improve a bit, but as most of you guys will know, I'm in the process of trying to get my shop put up right now. The weather, I don't know if you guys can hear it raining. I can't catch 3 days in a row of dry weather out here. It just keeps raining and raining and raining, but 'tis the season. So I'll work on this thing when I can, but I got 20 million other things going on here in the background that need to get done first. This is lower priority. But as soon as the shop gets done, stuff like that is gonna get put in the shop, and we're gonna hit it hard. There won't be any rain delays, no bad weather, no cold days, nothing. So I'm excited about the shop. It's gonna be a game changer for the content production. Well, I guess that about wraps this one up, guys. I better get out of here before the nader comes and swoops in and carries me off to another place. God bless my mother. She still worries about me out here working all by myself. She called and said there's some sort of storm warning. So I guess we'll take mother's warning and get out of here. But if you guys like seeing old Christine finally getting put back together and can't wait to see it finished as much as I can, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button on the video. It really helps out the channel. It doesn't cost you guys a thing, and it lets me know what videos to focus on in the event that I do have like 30 seconds of free time. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.